All set? Good? Okay. So welcome, everyone. On behalf of the New York Racing Association, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to 1 Vanderbilt Avenue for this important gathering. When NYRA set out many years ago to create a new world-class Belmont Park, we wanted to do more than just upgrade the historic facility. Our goal was to build something new and exciting, an amazing venue to showcase racing in what is, without question, one of the most important markets in the world. We set out to build something compelling and fresh. We wanted to create really a new standard for racing entertainment to appeal to a generation of new fans. We knew if we realized this vision, we would attract events like the Breeders' Cup, so today is truly a welcome affirmation of those efforts. The Breeders' Cup, as you know, is a multi-day global gathering of the best in the sport of thoroughbred racing, all descending on New York and Belmont Park to compete for the highest honors in racing. That's what the Breeders' Cup is all about, and we are so pleased to welcome here today Drew Fleming, Shannon Arvin, and other representatives from NYRA and the Breeders' Cup, including David O'Rourke. So welcome today. But none of this could have been realized without the foresight of one very special guest here with us today. Governor Kathy Hochul believed in our vision for a new Belmont Park, support and transformation for this iconic New York State property. Her support was critical, it was unwavering, and she's long recognized the importance of horse racing to New York's culture and economy. She's prioritized the future of the sport that's responsible for thousands and thousands of jobs and untold economic opportunities for all New Yorkers. Most importantly, Governor Hochul is a fighter for New York, and she's a champion of our economy. The historic budget agreement that she reached this past month put money back in the pocket of New Yorkers and continued her long legacy of economic development and growth in the state and the city. So today is really a credit to Governor Hochul's leadership, and it is a great honor to welcome the governor to the podium. I give you Governor Kathy Hochul.
Well, good morning, and indeed this is a great day for our city and our state. I want to thank Mark for being a visionary. When he first showed me the plan, sort of a sneak preview of what he was doing at Belmont, he was looking so anxiously waiting for my reaction. You know, is she gonna? It's kind of like none of you are old enough to remember the Mikey commercials with Mikey eating the Life cereal. But remember, hey Mikey, he likes it. You couldn't tell if he was going to like it or not. Look it up; it's cute. But I loved it. I loved it because it was so brilliant and created this amazing contrast in our own state to have up in Saratoga, where we'll be for the Belmont for the second year in a row, kind of the quintessential turn of the last century, this feel of, days long past. And then at this other end of our state, we have the future unfolding. It is so fascinating to me. So when the rest of the world thinks about racing, and God bless Kentucky, I love the governor too, but this is New York. We do things big and bold and audacious. And Mark, you were the person who got that over the finish line. So you had me at hello. You didn't have to work quite as hard, but we made a big bet on the future of Belmont with a $455, I don't want to leave you any money on the table, $455 million loan to embark on one of the largest racetracks ever. And it's not just the racing season, it is what you have planned for the off season and the rest of the year, and how we're going to bring the community closer together and make them feel that this is a jewel for them as well. And that's why I was so captivated with this idea. But this is New York, therefore it must be world-class sports and entertainment. That's how we do things here. And also benefit our incredible story past here. And that's why I am so proud that for the first time since 2005, the Breeders' Cup will be coming to the Belmont in 2027. Mark your calendars. October 29th from 30th to 2027, the world's best horses, jockeys, and trainers will ride into Belmont for 2 unforgettable days of championship racing. And what I love is the keeper of the economy, the 50,000 fans who will follow them, opening up their wallets to support our restaurants, our hotels, and all of our other attractions. So So this is going to be spectacular. You're going to fall in love with this park. I've been watching the progress closely, and this is a place that honors tradition, but also will be having high-end dining options and beverage outlets and suites. And as I mentioned, we'll be connecting people to the infield, and that's the first time we'll be able to do that as well, and expanding park space, which is really fantastic. So the Belmont will feature nearly 5 times as much outdoor gathering space as we have right now, and it's just going to be amazing. So I just want to say this is expected to create thousands more jobs, and it's already creating jobs with a $155 million economic impact for the Long Island area. But racing overall is a $3 billion industry, $3 billion plus, and supports over 20,000 jobs. So I believe in this industry. I believe in NYRA. I believe in Mark's leadership. And I believe in the future of Belmont as the future home in 2027. I can't wait for the Breeders' Cup. So you heard it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to make that announcement. Congratulations to the Belmont. And with that, let me introduce the Breeders' Cup CEO, Drew Fleming, for saying yes. Thank him. Thank him very much.
We're back. Thank you, Governor Hochul, for that kind introduction, and thank you for ensuring the future of New York racing as bright as ever. In 2023, we wrote a letter, and we made a promise to NYRA. If you build it, we will come. And today, I'm honored to remain true to our word and bring the Breeders' Cup World Championships back to the Big Apple in 2027. Where we will welcome fans from around the globe to a new era of New York racing at a beautiful new Belmont Park. Thoroughbred racing and breeding here are an essential part of our sport, and we're proud to support New York today and in the future. I'm also delighted to announce that in 2026, the Breeders' Cup World Championships will return to Keeneland in Lexington, Kentucky, the horse capital of the world. We look forward to once again showcasing how remarkable Keeneland is, particularly after a fantastic capital construction project designed to enhance an already tremendous fan and participant experience. This announcement is a very exciting moment in the Breeders' Cup history and is the culmination of a thoughtful process in which we've consulted with industry leaders and stakeholders from around the world. Our goal was clear: to identify the next 2 Breeders' Cup host sites that align with our core principles and share our vision for the future of our great sport. The leaders at both of these venues understand the importance of investing in the modernization and development of their facilities to improve the patron and participant experience. Their state-of-the-art facilities perfectly complement our desire to combine the pinnacle of international thoroughbred racing with an entertainment and hospitality experience that is simply second to none. These iconic racetracks have also been home to some of the greatest moments in Breeders' Cup history. Let's take a look.
The Breeders' Cup is the pinnacle of horse racing.
It truly is one of the great days in American sport,
Where the world comes together to settle one question. Who is the best?
That one's for you, Cody! Sierra Leone does it in the Breeders' Cup Classic!
Every year on these tracks, champions are crowned, legacies are forged, and history is written.
A Breeders' Cup winner! A horse of a lifetime!
Now, it's time to look to the future. 2 legendary venues, 2 stages, ready to welcome the world. In 2026, the Breeders' Cup returns to hallowed ground in Lexington, Kentucky, to Keeneland, where rolling bluegrass pastures give way to epic showdowns and legendary victories.
It is Flightline Breeders' Cup Classic win!
Built on nearly a century of tradition in the horse capital of the world, Keeneland will once again open its gates for the 2026 Breeders' Cup World Championships. Then, in 2027, we're making history once again. The Breeders' Cup is heading back to Belmont Park. A return 20 years in the making. A new era. A new stage. One of the most iconic tracks in racing, reborn. The first Breeders' Cup in the new Belmont Park. The sport's greatest, the world's fastest, where the future of racing takes flight. Keeneland in 2026, Belmont in 2027.
Now I'm pleased to introduce Shannon Arvin, President and CEO of Keeneland. If you've never been to Keeneland, it's an exceptionally special place, part of the fabric of Lexington, surrounded by iconic farms that have shaped our great sport. Shannon, thank you and the Keeneland board and management team for welcoming the Breeders' Cup back with open arms. We couldn't be happier to return to the heart of the Bluegrass.
Good morning. Thank you, Drew. I'd also like to thank Governor Hochul for her support of thoroughbred racing. I was so excited, and David and I have been talking about the development plans at Belmont Park. It is so great to be putting these resources back into our sport, to be places that people can come and fall in love all over again with the horse. And certainly it has such a positive impact, this industry does, on New York and on communities throughout this state. Keeneland is honored to once again host the Breeders' Cup World Championships in 2026. This will mark the fourth time we have welcomed the Breeders' Cup World Championships to Lexington, and each time it really has been a point of pride, not only for our team, but for the Kentucky community and for the broader national and international thoroughbred community. Welcoming the World Championships to the heart of horse country really is a privilege, one that inspires our entire team to deliver an experience worthy of this prestigious racing event. Our location, which is just minutes from the farms that raise and care for the world's top thoroughbred athletes, makes us a natural host site for the World Championships. Bookending this global event with the Keeneland Championship sale and the November breeding stock sale allows us to bring together the best of both racing and sales on the world stage. Between now and 2026, we will continue investing in our facilities and in infrastructure, including opening our new paddock building, which has been over a $100 million capital project for us this fall. We're going to provide many new hospitality experiences for our guests. From the horses and their connections to fans on site and around the world, our team is committed to creating an unforgettable experience and raising the standard for excellence in racing and hospitality. We are truly excited to welcome the Breeders' Cup back to the Bluegrass in 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. The Breeders' Cup World Championships anticipates more than 200 of the best thoroughbreds from around the globe, along with their owners, breeders, trainers, and jockeys, arriving to compete in our two-day festival worth $34 million in purses and awards. Last year, we welcomed horses from 5 continents, including a record number of international contenders, as the racing season culminated with championship honors on the line. Our international fan base and participants will generate a total economic impact well north of $100 million, while millions more will be watching from home across 170 countries, wagering more than $200 million over the 2 days. The Breeders' Cup is truly a global celebration of our great sport, and we can't wait to put on an epic show. Thank you again, Governor Hochul, and a special thanks to our great partners at Keeneland and to the entire NYRA board and team. We look forward to working with all of you to deliver 2 unforgettable editions of the Breeders' Cup World Championships. Thank you so much for being here today.